Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed 5-minute podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my podcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If your day is just getting started, I pray that, you can really maximize this time, really enjoy yourself, and genuinely hear from God today. I kind of was like, man, okay, Lord, it's like a Thursday. I don't really know, where you want me to go with this thing today. And y'all already know the drill. Like, it's just however it flows, and I just got quiet. And I said, you know what? I don't do enough. I don't just sit and think about the goodness of God. I don't just sit and just marinate in it as much as I should. Now, I do it, but I just wanted to take this time right now for whoever is listening to really think about all of the things that God has done for you. Now, I know you might be swimming in some foolery right now and it's just all kind of stuff going on. But even if you can get past that, just feeling constantly attacked, constantly slammed, everything is going wrong. I want you in this time of listening to this show, I want you to just take a minute and just think about the good things that God is doing. Think about the areas of your life that are just easy peasy, the ones that you take for granted because you're so focused on the ones that are not. Take a moment to really relax in his gratitude. Like, just sit in that thing and just be like, oh my God. Just start musing on the goodness of the Lord. Start thinking about how he woke you up this morning. Start thinking about how your heart is pumping. Start thinking about how there's somebody who can't hear, somebody who can't see, somebody who can't move. Start thinking about how despite you possibly getting evicted, or despite you not having any money, or despite the relationship not going the way you thought, despite all of that, God still holds you down. Do you know how many times you have felt low like this? You felt down. You couldn't see a way. And you know how many times you went from that feeling to pure joy and bliss because God turned it around for you? I just want you to think about that right now, because the very thing you're upset about, I can guarantee you, as long as you are breathing and you allow God in, okay, because you can still be angry 30 years from now if you don't switch and let God in. But if you let God in those other times and he dried those tears and you were angry at him and you just didn't know what God was doing, and then you double back and you back in love with him again and you understand who he is in your life, you take this time this morning to be grateful. And I'm going to tell you something you're going to see. If you start off right now, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, if you just start right now and begin to say, God, I just offer you my thanks and my appreciation, my gratitude, my glory, my honor, my praise to you. Let him know that despite what's going on, and literally you might be able to look at every area of your life and it's caving. The Lord is showing me some of you're committing to things, or you've just committed to something, and now you're like, man, I shouldn't have did that. Now you got the weight of that in addition to the other things you got going on. Listen, begin to show God that you love him and you appreciate him. Begin to show God, hey, listen, I just want to give you my heart. I know these other things are going wrong. I want to give you my heart. And you know what's going to happen? The decisions you've made erroneously, the things you're contemplating right now, the things that you've been in for years and you don't know how to turn them around. Begin to operate in gratitude. There is something about when somebody walks up to you and say that they appreciate you, right? Don't you feel some type of way when somebody's like, man, thank you so much? Doesn't it make you feel good? Even if you're not looking for the praise, even if you're not looking for the glory, doesn't it make you feel some type of way when somebody takes a moment to let you know that they appreciate you? Don't you feel good about that? Well, how do you think God feels? How do you think he feels when you come back to him and he's sitting there looking at you like, I think you're beautiful. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You are my masterpiece. You are perfection to me. How do you think he feels when you come back and say, I see you as perfection. You are my creator. You are omnipotent. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly for showing me your loving kindness, for giving me breath in my body, for letting me know that it is all good, no matter what it looks like right now. I want you to begin to operate in the excellence of gratitude concerning the Lord today. Don't worry about what somebody else is thinking. Don't try to figure everything else out. Oh, and stop with the broken focus. I don't know who needs that, but stop focusing on somebody who don't want you. Stop focusing on the job you lost. Stop focusing on a friendship that is not what it used to be. Move on. Focus on gratitude. Too many times we waste so much time on people who don't want us, situations that have changed. You've done everything you were supposed to do, and the Lord is like, nah, okay, I'm just not. I got something better for you. I got something different for you. And you stuck there. You see, when we stay stuck in those places, we cannot give God gratitude because we're too busy picking apart another person or another situation when we can be using that time to give him the glory. We can be using that time to give him the honor. Don't waste your time on your boss who working on your nerves. Don't waste your time on your coworkers who being messy. Don't waste your time on that. Don't waste your time if your family being messy. Don't waste your time on that. Put your focus on giving him the glory today. Today is called the glory. Give him the glory. Give him the glory. Give him the honor. Give him the praise. That's what you need to make today about. I know it's hard. I know a lot of things are going on. I know you have regrets. I know you don't know how to move. I know you don't know where to move. I know you don't know when to move. You just know that you have to. But guess what? You know what you know beyond a shadow of a doubt? He deserves your glory. He deserves your honor. He deserves your praise. Give him the glory. It's not yours to keep. It's for him. It's to give to him. So I want to inspire you. When you're thinking about what your purpose is supposed to be, when you're thinking about living authentically, when you're thinking about God, you know what? I got all this going on. Before you think any other thought, give him your authentic praise. I always talk about living your authentic purpose, but live your authentic praise. Give him your true praise. I mean, scream, shout. If your praise is so deep, it silences you and you just literally can't speak because you're overwhelmed with the goodness of God. That happens to people too. Whatever it is, it ain't no rule book for it. You know, sometimes people weep. They weep because they feel the beautiful spirit and the amazingness of the Lord. Some people shout because they can't take it. It's just coming out of everywhere. It ain't no rule book. Just do it. You give him the glory because he deserves it. And I don't know who needs this, but let me just tell you this. It just dropped in my spirit. It looks real crazy right now. And it looks like the exact opposite of what God showed you. But if you give him the glory and you stay there, you stay worshiping, you stay honoring, you stay praising, you stay obedient, you stay listening, you stay making the sacrifices he tells you to make, you stay doing everything that he tells you to do to be in his perfect will. And I can promise you, the Lord is going to do exactly what he showed you, exactly what he's promised you. He is not a man that he should lie. So I hope that encourages you. And remember, give him the glory. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to the inspirationspecialist.life or I'mWiredToInspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.